Green Beans Coffee Company, Cup of Joe for a Joe, also known as the coolest web application on Rackspace. Green Beans Coffee Company airlifts cargo containers into war zones and converts them into coffee shops for the troops. Let me demonstrate. This is a war zone. These are the troops. What Green Beans does is they take a cargo container, or in some cases double wide trailer, and via helicopter airlifts it into the war zone. Boom, coffee shop. Probably a bad choice of words right there, but you get what I'm saying. Anyway, there are now over 60 coffee shops throughout Iraq and Afghanistan. If you ask anyone who has served or is serving in Iraq or Afghanistan, they'll probably tell you Green Beans is the one place they can hang out that feels like home. Green Beans does, by the way, serve one of the strongest cups of coffee I think I've ever heard. They have what's called the mother of all coffees. 24 ounces of coffee, 4 espresso shots. Makes me want to do 100 push-ups just thinking about it. So this is where our application comes in. It's called the Cup of Joe for a Joe. With a Cup of Joe for a Joe, you can go online and donate as little as $2 to buy a cup of coffee for a soldier serving in Iraq or Afghanistan. When you buy the coffee, you can include a thank you message to the soldier or soldiers who will be receiving your gift. If you donate, say, $100, that buys 50 cups of coffee for 50 different soldiers, all of whom will receive your thank you message. When the soldier accepts their gift online, they can send a message back thanking you for the coffee that you've given them. Now, if the soldier opts in to give out their email address, it will be included in the message back to you. And the gifter and the soldier can strike a pen-pal relationship. Many of our Cup of Joe gifters have purchased hundreds of Cup of Joe donations and made several soldier friends serving in our 2 wars. For instance, if you purchased $50 worth of Cup of Joe today, 25 cups of Joe will be sent out and distributed overnight. And probably by tomorrow afternoon, you'll have heard back from at least half of them, in many cases up to 2/3 by the end of the next day. So the matching is very quick. We have a complex algorithm going on in the background that calculates the last cup of Joe that was given to the soldier, how many they've received, and it distributes it amongst all of them that have signed up for the program. At this point, we give out upwards of 20,000 cups of coffee a month these days. So it has been a very successful program. Out of the 140,000 or so troops that are in Iraq, and I think now almost 100,000 that are in Afghanistan, that covers quite a bit. So if you're a soldier in one of the 2 wars, you've probably received a warm cup of coffee. Thanks from back in the United States, thanks to this program. The Cup of Joe program has gone hugely viral. The Facebook page alone has over 110,000 fans now and counting. You'll get a link to the page at the end if you want to check it out. In fact, you can see many of the thank you letters that are there and on the Green Beans site. The amazing thing with the thank you letters is seeing how meaningful a cup of coffee and a simple thank you can be. They're risking their lives for our safety and freedom, and it's nice to know someone back home appreciates the sacrifice. And believe me, I've read tens of thousands of these things. We process over 1,000 a week, and it's just amazing. The correspondence that goes back and forth between the people donating and the soldiers who are receiving the coffee. Anyway, no matter how you feel about the war, we think an online application that lets loved ones, friends, and supporters of the troops show their love with a warm cup of coffee is pretty damn cool. And we did it all with the Rackspace Cloud. Thanks, Rackspace. One final mention about the application itself. A lot of reporting on the back end, matching the soldiers with the gifters. Tons of reporting about statistics, soldier redemptions, where they're redeeming, where they're signing up, what base, Afghanistan, Iraq, Kyrgyzstan, you name it. And we also built an iPhone app for management to go in and take a look and see what's going on with all of those stats. Anyway, that's it. Couldn't have done it without the Rackspace Cloud. Thanks a lot. So here's where you can go to check it out. If you go to the Green Beans Coffee website, click on the press section and you'll find links to CNBC, Anderson Cooper 360, Reader's Digest, and the Wall Street Journal, among others, who've done segments and articles on Green Beans Coffee and the Cup of Joe for a Joe program, the coolest app on the cloud. And for your viewing pleasure, finally, a thank you letter from the troops. If you want to see an example of what some of the troops have written, pause this and take a read.